There's a tremendous bias against taking risks. Everyone is trying to optimize their ass covering. I think it's very important to take risks. I think that's the most important thing to do. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. You shouldn't let your fears prevent you from doing what you know is right. If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Don't delude yourself into thinking something's working when it's not, or you're going to get fixated on a bad solution. You have to be pretty driven to make it happen. Otherwise, you will just make yourself miserable. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then, probability will occur. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve. The reality is, if you're trying to do something new, you're going to have roadblocks and failures and rejections and false starts. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. Life is too short for long-term grudges. And if you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I don't think it's moral to allow humanity to go extinct. If we're not taking steps to ensure the long-term future of humanity, we're basically saying that life doesn't matter. If you're co-founder or CEO, you have to do all kinds of tasks you might not want to do. If you don't do your chores, the company won't succeed. No task is too menial.